Hey, this Cooter Junior is testing me. So I got a meatloaf going in the oven right now, and I thought, what goes better with meatloaf than maybe some mashed taters? So I'm going to make mashed taters. I know people think they know how to make mashed taters, and they do. And I was surprised when I looked on YouTube just how many mashed potato recipes there are where people are teaching how to make mashed potatoes. I've been doing it since I was, well, I think it was 1.5 the first time I mashed a tater. I don't know. But today we're going to use these. These are Yukon Golds. Russets are good too. I like both of them. I like if you mix them together even. But today I've just got a few russets, so we're going to use that. So let's get going. All right, so first thing's peeling potatoes. I like to just kind of start at the ends. And of course with the Yukon Gold, it's kind of a waxy finish, so unless you have a good sharpener, which I don't have anymore because I lost mine in a bar fight, it's a little bit more challenging. Once you get the ends done, nice easy strips, gets done pretty quick. This little thing right here, you can see that, that's for picking out eyes. Now if you can't get it with that, you get it with a knife, but that's what it's for. It works pretty good. So as soon as we're done peeling, because these things oxidize so quickly and we don't really want that, when they do that, they turn brown and gray and kind of ugly looking. It's going to go straight into a bowl of cold water. And we'll worry about the rest of it later. And I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me peel all these taters. All right, so we peeled potatoes, we stuck them in some cold water. We're going to rinse that water out. We're going to dump this water out, add another cold water to it, cover them up, and then we'll stick that in the pot. We want to cook these potatoes in cold water, not hot. Also, we're going to add some salt to it. Potatoes are relatively porous, so if we add some salt, that'll actually get into the potato. And these aren't that big, so I'm not even sure I'm going to cut them. Normally, I'd pull them out and cut them in half. It speeds the process up a little bit, but we got plenty of time, so I'm just going to cook them like this. So fresh load of water, we got rid of some of that starch in the first load. Transfer this whole thing into this kettle. That's about that. We're going to bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to turn it down to a simmer. I don't want to boil it and have them beating themselves to death because you just end up with a starchy pot of water if you do that. So we're going to boil them out here a little bit, turn it down so it's just barely bubbling. And usually for potatoes this size, somewhere around 15 minutes at that temperature will be good. So probably about 20-25 minutes from now it'll be ready to mash. In the meantime, we'll take some butter and some milk, cream if you got it. I don't have any right now. But we'll take a good stick of butter. This is Kerrygold from Ireland. Last couple of years I was working in Ireland a lot. And I got to tell you, in addition to the live music and the good beer and all that stuff, their butter is just outstanding. So it's just unsalted Kerrygold butter. And it's a little bit more expensive, but I think, I don't make mashed potatoes that often, so I think it's probably worth it. So we're going to take that, stick a little milk on it, and throw it on the stovetop and just kind of warm it all up. The butter will melt. The milk will be warm. That way when we're mixing it with the hot potatoes, we don't just cool things down. And the moisture absorbs better when it's warm anyway, because it's science. Okay, so these have been just kind of simmering at about this level of boil, just a little low boil. We're just going to check and see if they're done. You stick a knife in them, and the knife won't stick, they're done. So we're going to drain these in the sink, let them steam out for a few minutes. You'll see all that steam coming off, and we're going to let that happen. That helps dry the potato out so it absorbs more of the milk and the butter, and dairy stuff. And about a minute here just to cool off a little bit. And we'll stick it back in the same pot we used, mash them up with the butter and milk mixture we have, and then we'll eat them. All right, so now we got the smasher. This is kind of a weird one. It's kind of like grandma's, but it's got holes in it, so you can really get rid of most of the lumps. You just push down real hard, crush it, you'll see stuff spiraling through those little holes. Add about half that butter and milk mash to start. And then as we get going, we'll add a little bit more as we need to. This is really depending on what you want. If you want them real smooth and creamy, you're gonna add more. You want them a little bit less smooth and creamy, you're gonna add less. Everybody's got a different opinion on that. I don't know what's right. I don't know how I like it. That's it. So I just do what I like. You're probably gonna end up throwing a little bit of that butter and milk away. It's about a cup of milk and a stick of butter. Might be a little bit much. So we put them in a bowl. We make a little volcano out of that bowl. There's a little hole divoted in there. Throw a couple more, I don't know, probably a tablespoon more butter. Maybe a little bit more than that. I like butter, man. And then it kind of melts in because it's just so ooey gooey and good. And then you can make some little tracks down so you have like a lava field rolling down the side of the volcano. However you want to do it. In reality, you're going to scoop that out and put it on everybody's plate. They're all going to get a little butter. It's not going to be ponded up quite like that. Although if it was, it wouldn't bother me because I like butter. Yummy, yummy. Thanks for joining us. Come back and see us. God bless.
This is my dog Pickles. This is my knee. This is my other knee. I'm just trying to get my shoes on so I can go to work. Pickles doesn't want me to go to work. Now she's licking the camera. Can I have some room, please, lady?